Hi everyone, Thomas here, and welcome back to part 3 of my Urban Sims X Ultimate PLANTSIM Challenge. So we're here at part 3, like I said. If you didn't see the last 2 parts, then make sure you go ahead and check them out, so you can get a little bit of background about this challenge, what it's all about, and what I've been doing so far. So, we've got 4 out of 6 seeds done already in this little stump here, and we've also got some plants going here to help us get towards doing the little aspiration we have. So we have the freelance botanist, I think. Don't know how to pronounce it. And we'll have to plant 3 things, which we've done, and we've got to weed or water the plants 10 times, which we've done 5 times. So we've got 5 more things to do before we've completed this first version, which is this, the first level, I guess, before we move on to the next one. So let's go ahead and, it's like a Monday night at 8:30, 9 p.m. There isn't really a whole lot left to do here in terms of what we can actually do tonight. Her friend has actually just been leaving. Why is he back again? Oh my god, this is the second time that Vlad has been here, and that other vampire came as well. It's pretty scary, and, oh god, I'm just gonna make him leave, because, you know, she's kind of had this, come into the house a few times now, and he's just vanished into, thin air. He's came to this house a few times now, and she's been a little bit unsure about it. She came home one night, and she saw him at the doorstep, and she just totally froze. It's a bit scary, to be honest, so I'm hoping that, maybe that it's not going to go on for too long, and I'm hoping that she doesn't turn into a vampire, because that's something I really don't want. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest the stuff that we'll have over in this garden. That's probably one of the really good things about this garden, is that we'll have all this free stuff over here. Now, this isn't my favourite neighbourhood in the game, actually. It's the one where the goth household is. There's just so much to do in that neighbourhood. I just love it. But this one's also kind of good because we'll have all of this, all this plant stuff and things like that. This harvest area, which we also do have in that other area. But there's also more things to do in that area too. But I'm happy living here. I think she likes living here too. We've also got like the fishing spots and stuff here as well, which is great. Okay, so let's see if there's any other collectibles and stuff we can get around here. I'm not really seeing too much, to be honest. We've harvested quite a lot of stuff around this area. Might take a few days or something for it all to grow back. Also have my window open. I don't know if you can hear stuff outside. There's like people talking. Hopefully they can't hear me. So let's go ahead and get to the rest of this stuff here. We do have kind of a bigger collection in terms of what we're growing so far. So I'm not too sure if we'll be, adding all of this stuff we find today into this collection over here, but I suppose we could add a couple more things. I just don't want it to be too hard to manage, because that's something I've done in the past, and I just have too many plants, just too much time, like constantly looking after the plants. You just have no time for yourself, to be honest. So hopefully we'll get not go too overkill, I guess. I'm just going to have a little look around to see if I can see any plant sims, and I don't really think I can, but we've been kind of lucky in the last couple of parts, because we've kind of found them straight away. Like in the last part we found 2 next to each other at the same time, and in the first part we got them pretty close to each other. And then when the patch first came out and I was playing off screen for a little bit, it literally took me over 24 hours in real life time before I could actually find a plant sim. So I've been very lucky here in this LP so far. Oh my god, why is he texting us now? What is wrong with him? What does Vlad want? We don't want to be a vampire. So he says hello there. I just wanted to welcome you to the community, and that's a lovely neck you have there. Oh my god, what is? Please don't turn us into a vampire. Is this person? No, they had green boots, and I was like, okay, maybe. So let's go ahead and collect the rest of the stuff, and I totally forgot to set a timer. I'm just going to go ahead and do that quickly for about 10 minutes. I think we've been going for about 5. I like to keep these for about 10 minutes-ish. So she's collected all of those. I'm going to see what we've got here. I was going to invite over Gavin here, but I don't think we're going to have time. But let's just plant a couple more things here, and we'll call it a night, I think. So let's do 2 strawberries. I'm not going to do any of the the apples, because they turn into trees. Like I said in the last part, I don't really want to have a big tree at the side of the house. So I'm just going to leave those be. So let's go and sell that. I think I sold something by accident, which I was about to plant, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and do that one there. Sell the rest of those. So we're actually getting quite a bit of money here from what we've collected so far. I wouldn't really think we'll be getting that much. It's normally once you've gardened a few times and you got your skill up a little bit, then you start making a decent amount of money. I remember once my my Collins family Let's Play, their household, they were absolutely amazing gardeners, and their garden was probably like the size of this whole lot, like probably I'm not even joking, maybe 3 times the size of the slot by the amount of plants they had, and they're all excellent quality. And for like each strawberry, they were getting like 800 simoleons. So when I put all the strawberries together, they were getting like 230,000. Like, you know, when you drag it into this coin bit, it said 230,000. I was like, what on earth is happening here? It was absolutely crazy. Anyway, there's a little story time for you. Let's go ahead. I don't know what she's doing. Is she playing a game or something? Yeah. I'm going to get her to head inside. She's actually acquired the gaming skill, but we don't really need that for this LP. So let's see how many Sims have got this thing now. 475. Wow. Well, 1,000. In the last part, I've actually pre-recorded all these 3 parts so far since the first one, so I haven't actually got a chance to see your comments yet. But since the first episode, there was only like 140,000 people, and now there's, well, beans collected, but now there's 475 within the space of a few hours. Like, how on earth has that happened? I don't, no idea. So, do you hear my voice there? Anyway, I'm going to speed through the night, and in the morning I'm going to, you know, catch off, and I don't know where we've got to plant those things which I forgot to do last night. I'm also thinking about actually selling these things here. We don't really need them, and to be honest, they're just sitting there, so I think I'm going to go ahead and actually sell those. We've also got this to sell, so we've got a couple of things with money coming in, which is great, because, and I don't know, I didn't say this in this episode, but one of the rules of the challenge is that you can't have a job for your sim, or none of the sims in your household can have a job. Luckily there's only one here, so we don't have to really worry about that, but there's only one sim here and they can't have a job. It's only things like, you know, painting and gardening, that sort of stuff that you can get your money from. So I'm going to go ahead and sell that. We've also got a couple of other things here which I'd love to sell. So let's go ahead and let's sell this, and let's go ahead and do the other ones. This was actually a rare one, but I'm going to go ahead and sell it anyway, because, to be honest, we're not really going to use it. I'm hoping that they still count as our collection. I'm not exactly too sure, but I'm going to go ahead and sell it anyway. And let's go ahead and do that. I'm just going to check the collection here to make sure it did still register as part of the collection. I don't think it will, but it's just to see if it did or not. Oh, it did actually. Okay, that's great. So let's go ahead and see what else we can do here. So we're going to go ahead and actually sell the rest of this stuff. Sorry, my phone is going off. I don't know what is happening here. Since I started recording, my phone has just been absolutely exploding for some reason. Okay, so let's go ahead and plant the rest of these things. I think that will lead us pretty close to finishing this level of the aspiration, which would be great. So we can actually start making some progress, because in the last 2 episodes, we haven't really been fully focusing as much as I should on the actual, you know, main challenge. Now, to be honest, I haven't actually done a proper challenge before. The only other challenge LP I've done was my Exploring Skills challenge, which I did back in July or August. It was basically where you just choose one skill that you don't really explore yourself in your own gameplay, and use that to make kind of like to level up to the maximum of that skill and have a job if there is one relating to that. I had a sim called Jason Whitley, and he was in the writing career, and he leveled up to that, and you know, it was a pretty good LP actually. It only lasted 10 parts since it was just a mini LP, but you know, if you have any other LP ideas or challenges that you'd like me to do, then you know, make sure you leave those down below in the comment section, because I'm always open to suggestions. So let's go ahead and take a shower and fix up her needs a little bit, because she's kind of been forgetting about that. Wait, did I just say... I'm sure I've just seen Vlad's face now, Gavin's, but I'm not really bothered about a party tonight. I might actually, well, this morning. Why would you want to go to a party at 8 AM? I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and actually invite Gavin over, because we were going to do that in the last episode. Well, we did. Sorry, I just hit my pop filter. I do that all the time, hitting my pop filter. I don't know why. So yeah, it didn't really go too well with Gavin in the last episode, because he kind of rejected our romantic interactions that were tried. Their friendship is pretty good, but he didn't really take it that well when we, you know, leveled up a little bit, I guess you could say. So I'm going to try and progress that in today's episode if we can. I don't know why Jasmine is standing here. Ever since I called her to get the stump, she's literally been standing outside the house the whole time. I don't know if she wants to be friends with us or something, but please go away, Jasmine. We've got our stump. Goodbye. So let's go ahead and see if there's anything else to do. Our food here is pretty much of a mess. I'm thinking what might be good to do is actually invite over Gavin for breakfast. That might be a nice idea, and then they can go ahead and have that together and watch maybe another film or something. That seems what they've been doing recently. So she's got a fix of her needs, which she's got pretty much done. Her fun is a little bit low, so maybe inviting him would be a good idea. So let's go ahead and see what we could maybe serve today. So I'm thinking maybe a fruit salad or something. You know what, let's do something a little bit more impressive. Scrambled eggs and bacon. I mean, maybe not too impressive, but for her, considering her cooking skill, maybe it is a little bit impressive. I don't know why she's showering with her clothes on. That sometimes happens with Sims. I don't know why. So her fun is absolute at the minimum. I was presuming that maybe gardening would actually help her fun bar because she loves the outdoors and stuff, but doesn't seem to be, which is a little bit surprising, but that's okay. So, let's go ahead and see what else we can be doing here. Well, we need to go invite him over, actually, so let's go ahead and do that. Maybe we could actually go out somewhere today as well. That would be great, because we seem to be stuck in this house a long time, and considering it's a starter home, isn't really the best thing to do, because it kind of gets a little bit boring sometimes by staying in the same lot for the full episode. So, let's see here. I'm just gonna... Hang on, my phone is going off. I'm just trying to... Okay, there we go. So, we're going to go ahead and invite him over, and I think she's using the phone at the same time she's cooking. Love the multitasking skills. So, hopefully she's not going to burn this, because that'd be pretty embarrassing, especially if Gavin's here as well. And she's never had a fire yet, which I'm presuming will happen at some point, and considering she has a very, very low cooking skill, I don't know. So, he's running up to the house, which he seems to do every time, and I don't know why. It's not really necessary. The food isn't going to go cold, Gavin. So, she's taking her time cooking this. I don't know why, if she's, like, nervous or something, but I'm going to go ahead and invite him in as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Maybe we'll just give him a hug, because I can't really find the that interaction to invite him in. And I'm going to get them to call each other to a meal. Well, call her to both each other to a meal. That I don't even know what I'm talking about, to be honest. So let's go ahead and get her to do that. Geekon is in town. Okay, that might actually be a good idea to go ahead and go to today, because I was just mentioning about we could maybe do something today. So that might be a good idea to do. So I'm just going to check how much time I have left here. My timer is about to go off in like 1 minute, but I'm just going to pause it. If I go over a couple of minutes, then who cares, really? So, I was actually going to get her to call everyone to a meal. Oh my god, I forgot to click. Oh my god. Really? I forgot to do the CC thing again. Oh my god. I don't know if you watched the last couple of parts, but she has something wrong with her CC that makes them do that shocked face at the sim, and I don't know why it's happening. It's something wrong with her top, I think, so I'm going to have to change that before the next episode. I've said in the last 2 episodes I'll do it for the next episode, but because I'm pre-recording them all in one go, I haven't actually had a chance to do that, so hopefully I'll be able to do that pretty soon. So, I mean, it's not really that important. If I just ignore it, then it's fine. It doesn't really change their relationship or anything, so I suppose it's okay. And her meal quality here is poor, so I'm pretty sure that Gavin is probably going to be running out the front door and running for the hills in a minute, because I'm not really too sure he's very impressed by this cooking here, is he? He's just looking away, trying to maybe like slip it down the side or something when she's not looking. So I'm going to go ahead and get her to talk to him a little bit, get to know him, and, you know, just to try and progress their relationship a little bit. I'm thinking that maybe doing some more friendly interactions will be a better idea before we move on, because that happened last time, and, well, that was a terrible idea, wasn't it? So let's go ahead and do a couple more of these interactions. I'm just going to check when the GeekCon starts, so I know when we can head down there. So it's actually started already, so we can maybe go and head down there in just a second. Maybe get some better food as well, because what we just had there was pretty disgusting. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to, well, you know, I don't know why we're waiting around anymore. I'm just going to head down there now, and I'll meet you once we get there. Okay, so we're here at GeekCon now, and as you can see, everybody seems to be having a funny face on at her, and I don't know why. It's something to do with CC, but as you can see, she's kind of getting a little bit embarrassed by it, and probably a little bit tired, and there's Mila Munch just judging us. So let's go ahead and this is Mila, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So let's go ahead and see what we can actually do here. I'm not exactly... Are these things to buy? Wait, we've got to closer to an unpaired I have no idea what that means. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what we could maybe do together. I'm actually going to form a group. I think that'd be a little bit... Oh, they are in a group. Okay, great. Maybe we could go ahead and get a drink first. That would be great to maybe start off the day with. I'm sorry if you are seeing a little bit of lag in this episode. I do have a video, well, not rendering, but compressing right now, so you may be seeing a little bit of lag. It's actually part 1 of this, actually, since I am recording it in the same day. But I'm going to go ahead and continue anyway. May not be lag because it's not an actual render, it's just something else, so I don't know if that's actually going to affect it. I'm not exactly too sure. Anyway, let's move on. So what should we get today? I'm thinking maybe a buffalo wing tea or something. Something maybe a little bit more on the expensive side. I mean, it's not that expensive, but she kind of wants to make up for having that terrible meal quality this morning and kind of make it up to Gavin. They can maybe go and do a little bit of karaoke together as well. That might be fun, because that's something that they don't really do. And I don't know why she's got a bad relationship with someone. I think it was him. Was it? I don't know. Or maybe Akira it was. I don't know. I don't know. So let's go ahead and wait for Gavin to come over. I'm going to get them to order their drinks, and then we can go ahead and do a bit of karaoke. And this karaoke master's on here. Let's see how she sounds. She's pretty good. She is in that household with Akira, the really good karaoke people, I think. I don't know. Anyway, so he's thinking about writing. Maybe he's missing work, but he's I'm kind of confused because I remember in the last episode when he was supposed to be at work, but he came to Ashley's house instead, which is, if you don't know, this is the main story in the LP. And I don't know why, but he came to our house and I'm pretty sure he did have work. So I'm kind of a little bit confused about what's happening here, and I'm pretty sure he should have work right now as well. Maybe that's why he was thinking about it, but maybe he's kind of taking a liking to Ashley and he kind of wants to spend more time with her. I don't know, because he's kind of not really showing that, but at the same time, he kind of maybe. I don't know, we're going to have to wait and see. It's a little bit awkward that they're sitting so far away, but that's okay. We're going to be getting up anyway to go outside shortly. So let's just do a couple of interactions with him, get to know him a bit, because that's probably going to be useful before, like I said, we're going through romantic relations. Or I keep saying relations instead of interactions, and I have no idea because they're two different sounding words. I don't know how I get them mixed up. Anyway, let's go ahead and have a deep conversation. Just some things to get a friendly bar up. Let's see what we can do here. Definitely not yell at, because that'll probably go in the total wrong direction. Sorry, I'm in a really weird camera angle there. I don't know what was happening. Anyway, so he is taking his drink somewhere. Oh my god. Really? Can you just stop? He's keep doing that thing where they look at the seat. It's so annoying. I wish I'd remembered to... I don't even want to talk about it. No, I'm only joking. It's not affecting me that much, but it is a little bit annoying. So, let's go ahead. They seem to be finished their drinks already. For some reason, she drinks her drinks very, very quickly. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything that they can be doing here. Let's see what her... See, her fun is at absolute zero. I've always noticed this, but doing things like going to festivals, watching TV... interacting with other Sims has nothing to do with the fun bar, and I have no idea why. Like, how is that not fun? It's so annoying. Anyway, I'm going to get them to come over here and actually play on this, if they can... Wait, did he leave? No. Wait, why couldn't they do it as a group? They are in a group. I don't know why they can't play this as a group. I don't know why. That's a bit confusing. Maybe because there's somebody on it? Everybody's frozen too. I don't know what's happening here. I'm going to reset here because I want to go on this. Bye, Mila. You shouldn't be judging us at the start here. That's why you get off it. So let's go ahead and play some Blick Block. And that's such a weird word, isn't it? I'm going to get it to go and play that. And I don't know why Gavin can't come with us, but for some reason he can't. Maybe he'll follow a little bit later, but I have a feeling he's going to disappear. Maybe that's why we couldn't do this as a group. He's like, nope, that meal this morning totally ruined me. I'm going. Anyway, so let's go ahead and... play a little bit of this. It did say when I hovered over the fun bar that this sort of thing actually helps her skill, so that'd be great. Not skill, I mean fun bar. So let's go ahead and do that. And we are actually kind of at the end of this LP. No, at the end of this episode already. You know, when I always play an episode, it always goes over so quickly. I don't know why. It's always, the time just goes over so quickly. I don't know why. Anyway, let's go ahead and get it to play this. For some reason it didn't work first time, but there we go. So I'm actually going to go ahead and oh my god, my speakers are too loud. I'm going to go ahead and take a little screenshot here of maybe an interesting wait, what happened? Did she just get out of it again? Is it like broken or something? Why? This is the third time. Why can't we just play it? I don't know what's happening here. Let's see if it works this time. Why is it not... Oh my... This is an actual joke. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Just go and play. Okay, I just want a screenshot of some sort of thing to end the episode with, but it seems not to be working very well. So let's go ahead and take a screenshot here. Yep, that'll be good enough. There is this, like, white shadow in the way, but that's okay. Anyway, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you leave some suggestions down below for other things you want to explore in this LP, as well as the things that this LP is actually for, which we didn't really focus on too much in this episode, but that's okay. So hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!